When you looked at the Sukup+Bin, that was step one. And then obviously we started looking at conveyors and the sweep. We definitely wanted a zero entry bin sweep. Brian did some research, said that Sukup has a bin sweep that if it performs like it should, it should truly be what we need it to be. The reason that I'm sitting here today is to say that Sukup Manufacturing has truly developed a zero entry bin sweep. With our material handlers, particularly our supervisor, he coordinates the entire bin sweeping operation. With him not having to get in and out of that bin, I'm not worried about getting the corn out of the bin. It's more keeping the employees safe. And any time we can sweep a bin and not have to get into it, that's a lot better. And on the existing silos, there's very few times we sweep a silo without having to get in there at least once. And once we got things set up like it was supposed to operate, we hit go, sat back, and then all that was left was the sweeping end of it, going in, cleaning up the fines on the floor and what the sweep didn't get out. When the sweep drives into the corn, it's not ramming it in. The corn comes out, it flows. It's no different than any other auger that you would use on your farm. No broken kernels, anything like that, because that would create excess fines for us to deal with too. Everything is flawless from that standpoint. The sweep has very large drives, a very large auger. When this thing was being constructed, you felt like you were putting something in that was going to rip through this corn. And we looked into the bin prior to running the sweep the first time, and we had corn in areas 20 to 30 foot up tall. And the way the sweep operates, the auger's always running, and the drive wheel's driving into the corn until the amps on the auger go up to a certain point, and then it stops the drive going forward, and then allows it to auger the corn out. Once the amps fall back below the set point, it'll go ahead and start driving it back into the corn. And just watching it eat through 20 to 30 foot tall corn in a million bushel bin, it works truly automatically.
I've been in charge of the bin sweeps for probably 4.5 years before we put the Sukup bin sweep in. The bin was put in last August, so we started to fill, I believe, in September. Twice as big as anything that we have. It's a million bushel bin. The sweep was humongous compared to our other ones, and I gotta admit, we kind of raised our eyebrows on zero entry. But once we got the sweep dialed in, it was truly flawless. In operating the Sukup bin sweep, the biggest thing I found that I don't have to babysit or keep a man or myself there. Some of the other silos, we spent 20 hours straight watching the sweep. I mean, that's long. It's a lot of man hours, a lot of man time. It's a lot of grain dust to be around. And the Sukup sweep, once after the initial getting it sized to the conveyors, we were able to start it and check on it every once in a while, but I didn't feel like we had to have a person standing there watching it all the time. The other bins usually take 20 plus hours for the sweep to go around, depending on the condition of the corn, but the Sukup sweep went around in approximately 14 hours from start to finish. It was pleasant. It made my job a lot easier, a lot less headaches.